Hey friends, you are on My Experience YouTube channel. Today I am going to demonstrate how I have done potting of this famous Indian bear or Indian Jujube. It is also called as cool. The variety which you can see on screen is called Kashmiri apple bear. This apple bear name comes from the famous Kashmiri apples as these fruits clearly resembles the color of Kashmiri apple. From a single bear plant, you can get dozens of huge, sweet and crunchy fruits that also within 1 year of planting. As you can see, it is a grafted plant and the bear is a very fast growing plant. The good thing about buying a grafted plant is that it starts fruiting very soon. Now, coming to the soil preparation part, you can see that this fruit is growing in every part of our country. It is not very choosy about the soil type. Mostly, it can grow in any kind of well-drained soil. So, to make the soil well-drained, I am adding here 30% normal yellow river sand, which you can get from any construction site. As it is a heavy feeder and this plant is going to grow very fast, I am going to make sure my media is having enough food for the plant for coming 1 month. Now I am adding 1 handful of bone meal in our soil mix. This is our main source of phosphorus in our soil. And I am adding again 1 handful of, not 1 handful, you can give around 2 teaspoons of corn meal. This is also a slow releasing phosphorus fertilizer which will slowly release phosphorus in your soil and it enhances that microbial activity in your soil. Here I am adding neem cake powder, which is used as an organic fertilizer because of the various micro and macronutrients which it is composed of. It will also control soil-based pathogens as well as nematodes at the same time. So we are adding you can keep 3 teaspoons or a half handful of neem cake powder in your soil. See, now I am adding 2 teaspoons of Epsom salt in our potting mix. The Epsom salt, it helps the plant to easily recover from the transplant shock. When a plant needs magnesium, it cannot efficiently and completely maintain the cycle of photosynthesis. So the leaves will begin to yellow and the tree will produce less. Because the tree is unable to photosynthesize at a healthy rate, a lack of magnesium can also make the tree more prone to other diseases also. This sap powder, it is an antifungal product that prevent and kill fungal diseases growing in the soil medium. So here I am using 1 teaspoon of sap powder in our potting mix. See, the macronutrients are crucial for plant root growth and overall development. The 3 main macronutrients are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Here we are going to add 2 teaspoons of superphosphate in our potting mix. phosphorus drives flowers and fruiting. So the superphosphate is very simply a high amount of phosphate. So if you ask what is superphosphate, there are two main commercially available types of superphosphate, that is one regular superphosphate and triple superphosphate. Single superphosphate, it is 20% phosphorus, while triple superphosphate is around 48% of phosphorus. Using SSP directly at planting is the best time to use superphosphate. This is because it promotes root formation. It is also useful when plants are beginning to fruit, supplying nutrients to fuel larger fruit production. During this period, use the nutrient as a side dressing. Here I am adding 1 teaspoon of IFCO humic acid granules, which is having fulvic acid also inside it. This humic acid, what it does, it gives a high amount of nitrogen, phosphorus and potash in your potting mix. Now I am mixing it well, so all the contents what I have added inside the potting mix, it gets mixed well. This is the pot which I am going to use to plant my apple bed plant. So I am adding this potting mix inside this, and I will keep it for 15 days. So all the contents which I have added, it will get decomposed, and that potting mix, it will become ready. So again, welcome back friends. See, 15 days are over. Now our potting mix, it is ready, so we can plant that apple bed plant. Now coming back to our pot preparation activity. Here I am adding 2 broken pieces of rocks as to cover our drainage hole, which will stop our potting mix from draining, but the excess water, it can be easily drained in. Now to prepare a good drainage system, I am adding some small size of rocks on the top of the drainage hole covering rocks. See, now we have covered our broken rock pieces with our small rocks, and I will add some more sand on top of it. Oops. If you prepare drainage system like this, so during monsoon time, your pot, it will not get water clogged, and that excess water which it will get, it will be drained out from our drainage system. One more important thing to notice here, when you are pouring your potting mix inside your pot, just gently press it, so if any trapped air is there, so that it will come out. Now I have to cut the grafting tape so that after potting there will be no need to disturb the plant.